Good morning and welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum, episode 34. Yes, I got that right. 34. As we get up to higher numbers, I start forgetting what number we're on. But welcome everyone for being here this early Saturday morning. I am being joined today by Liz, Laurie, Lee, and Jen, and we are all here to try to get something done, whether it's goals, aims, projects, whether it's just catching up on some things that you didn't get to during the week. Maybe it's just practicing some self-care. Whatever you want to do during the power hour is totally up to you. There's going to be no judgment from any of us, as well as anyone in the chat. We are here as a community to support one another in whatever our endeavors are for these next couple of hours. I'm Kat, for anyone who's new to my channel, and anybody watching on replay, thank you. Let us know what you got up to on the replay. I always like knowing what people are using their power hour for. I mean, it really does help us with feedback as well. So how did your week go, Liz? A good week?
Good week. More highs than lows, which is always the goal. It's nice and rainy and gray today, so I'm just sort of leaning into cozy and not thinking about work.
I love that. I love what you're wearing. Is it a sweater?
Oh, it's it's like it has a hoodie. I don't know. It's very, very old, but it's very soft. So
it looks wonderful. I like it. I like the colors and the pattern.
Thanks.
It does look cozy. So you're dressed for the part.
I am. We're manifesting.
Right, yeah. Right. How about you, Laurie? How was your week?
It was good. It was filled with things that I was really busy. I had a lot of clients. I had some students. I was meetinged to death.
So you zoomed out? Are you zoomed out?
Yeah, I really zoomed out. And I had a problem with my eye. I went on a walk Tuesday and something got into my eye and it swelled up and it was painful and I couldn't, so I had to have it flushed. And so it was just a weird week and a little bit stressful. So I didn't get all my intentions completed, but I felt like I worked really diligently. And I think next week is definitely going to be calmer already. It seems like it will be, I think, just because it's Thanksgiving week. So maybe it's like, we got to get this done because we're getting ready to go away on Thanksgiving break. I don't know, but it was a little chaotic.
I hope it wasn't a bug that flew in your eye.
No, it was some, something blew in my eye. They said it was probably just like dirt or something from a tree or something. It wasn't anything big that they could see, but oh my gosh, it hurt so bad.
Oh, I'm sure y'all have all experienced having an eyelash in your eye.
Yeah.
You feel like you have this big log or something in it, and you just are like trying to claw it out because it kills you. It's so bizarre, but
yeah. I tried everything on my own and I have these drops, but you're only supposed to use them like twice a day. And so I was just like, I probably did more damage to myself too, but oh gosh, it was bad.
I'm glad that you're back with being normal because that's hard. That's horrible. I mean, your eyes are so important.
Yeah.
You need them for so much.
Yes.
Okay, so Lee, how are you doing? How was your week? You looking awfully pretty this morning.
Thank you. I woke up 20 minutes ago. So, thank you.
You look like you're going out for a date.
Yeah.
No, this was just a shirt that I really don't want to wear out, so I just threw it on. And I don't know, my week was all over the place because I don't really think I had a plan. And unfortunately, telling my bosses in front of their coach all their problems got them on board for making things happen. So I had probably one of the busiest weeks ever.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we got to finish this. She wants us to complete this. Let's check box this. So everybody was on point and I had to pay for that. So I was tired at work.
Yeah, I guess you have to be careful what you wish for.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
How about you, Jen? How was your week?
It was busy. I am tired. So if I keep yawning a bunch, I am not bored by your wonderful company. I am just tired. I've completed the last class of this semester for my post-semester course and then my Greek and Roman mythology course. And it's always bittersweet, to end those. And I have opportunities to teach the students again. I have a lot of re-enrollments, but still, it's like saying goodbye. And it's just, like I said, you build that bond with the students, and so that's always a bit sad. And then yesterday I had my psychiatrist appointment. Talked a lot about everything with my mom. Cried, and then Tim and I went to lunch afterwards, and then he had a doctor's appointment, and we got home and just kind of rested. So it was a busy week, and I am just tired.
Did you end up making your snacks?
Yeah, well, okay. For the final classes, I do like to have snacks. For my Greek class, I was tired, so I told my students I have grapes. That's it. I said they ate grapes. This is grapes. As a plus, when I'm doing the talking, because I do like a trivia thing with them, and I'm like, y'all don't want me asking your questions, and I'm like chewing a whole bunch of stuff, And then for my class, I had my coffee, and then I also had dark chocolate, because that was one of the things you could do, was like the dark chocolate. Yeah. So we have a lot of fun with trivia, and then I also do memes. The kids, they love the silly Poe memes and the Greek memes and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun, but now I'm tired. And I did film uploading schedule, and 2 videos went out on YouTube. I've been feeling discouraged about lack of subscribers, but after talking to my wonderful crew that I'm looking at right now, I decided I'm just going to talk about what I feel like talking about. If I have a video every week, fine. If I miss a few weeks, fine. I just got to take the pressure off myself. Yes. And just talk about the stuff that I want to talk about. And if nobody comments, or one person, I have one person who's really especially enjoying my poetry and asked me to do a certain poem. So, hey, if I am entertaining one person, there we go. It's worth it.
Right. Well, and you got to fill your bucket. You got to fulfill yourself. And if you're not creating content that you enjoy, then really and truly it's going to get to a point where you're like, why am I doing this? Like, if it's not filling you creatively, then you're going to get to that point and be discouraged and maybe throw in the towel totally, instead of you at least doing everything like kind of on your terms, and doing what you want to do. And believe it or not, somebody else out there may want to see that, and from that, it'll slowly build or whatever. My week was pretty busy. I'm still not finished with my intentions. I'm hoping to be able to work on that today. But otherwise, I got to all my appointments that I needed to this week, and it was just busy in general. I can't believe how fast it went. And I'm also tired because I hung out with Alex on her sprints yesterday because Barry got home late. And I'm like, let me hang out. And then Alex and I love to talk. So, of course, it was like an hour after we got off of sprints. And by the time I got into bed, I had to read, of course. So it was like midnight, which is very late for me to go to bed. But anyway, I'm here. I'm excited and ready to get started on whatever I'm going to be doing. I have quite a few things I need to do.
Can I just say I love your book discussions that you do with Alex. They're so good. So if people haven't checked them out, they should.
Thank you very, very much. In fact, Angela came in yesterday, and nobody really knew I was going to be on there. I had posted Alex's sprints in the Discord at the last minute, because I had sent her a text, do you want me to join? She didn't see it right away. So I just put in there, if anybody wants to join, I'm going to hang out for a little bit with her or whatever. So Angela popped in and she's like, is today a book club discussion? Because she had finished Uva and we hadn't even started yet, but she was like, and we're like, no, we're just hanging out. Yeah, Alex and I just enjoy our book discussions. In fact, we did discuss a little bit because we're both reading the Dark Tower series together. So, we're both reading it last night. And so we were kind of discussing a couple of things. So I'm so sorry for the people that are not reading that, but We're nerding out. Hello, Elena. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Elena is doing good, and she is reading Get Me Not. Very nice. Alicia is here this morning telling all of us hello. Elaine is telling us that the author of her book, Get Me Not, is Stacy Willingham. Good morning to Eleanor. How are you this morning? Quite early for you. Hello, Livia. How is everything going in your neck of the woods? Way across the pond. I hope you're doing fine. She's in the afternoon. She's not quite in the morning. She's already in the future.
Yeah.
And Laurie telling all of our friends hello. Good morning, Jellicle. I love it. Good morning, everybody. She is a cat person through and through. And Olivia telling everyone hello. Hello, Hermie. You made it. Hermie also is in the future. How's it going, Hermie? If y'all have not seen Hermie's bucket hat in her in the craft section of Discord, check it out. It is so cute. And the color combinations are so pretty. I love it. So lots of highs. I'm so glad y'all are here. Thank y'all for being here with us. We appreciate it. Yeah, we've been missing our Hermie. So what are your intentions for Power Hour, Liz, besides being cozy?
Besides being cozy. Well, I've been doing this thing this year where I haven't been buying books. I've been borrowing them from people, getting them through ILL, things like that, so that at the end of the year, I can figure out what books I really, really loved and want to bring into my collection. So I have to start going through those notes and figure out what I want to buy this week.
I love that.
I love that. That's a great idea. I just finished reading The Hired Girl and loved it so very much. And I'm like, this is a book that I could put on my shelf. This is a book that I know I could reread again because it just was so wonderful. I love the character and I love the format and everything. So yeah, I could see doing that, like trying to keep a list of things that if you have the opportunity, go ahead and purchase it. I'm trying to be better about my book buying too, but I have a benchmark this year. We're going to see if I'm going to be better next year. I do think I am better this year, considering how much I've been using the library. Just saying. Laurie, how about you? What are your intentions for today?
Well, today is my Thanksgiving day with the family because the kids my son-in-law has parents who are divorced. And so I remember having this problem when I was married to my ex-husband. You have 3 dinners in one day. It's miserable. And driving, all that. So we are doing Thanksgiving Day today with the kids and the grands and friends and adopted kids and all of that. So I have prepped some things, but I got to get that turkey in at some point today, which I'm still trying to get them to pinpoint what time we're going to eat. And then I have one pie left to make and a few other little things. And I have to clean a bathroom. That doesn't sound like I should do both of those things. So maybe I can get Lisa to do that. But other than that, I think we're all ready to go. But it's mostly just going to be food prep again today. So
I know that's the one thing about having adult children. It's like when they were younger, you could tell them, be here at this time.
Yes.
This is when we're doing our stuff. Now when you have adult children, it's like, what time are you going to come? They hem and they haw. And it's like, could you just give me a time?
I know.
Just give me a time.
And there's
even a ballpark figure would be like helpful.
Yeah. They're such smart Alex, which I'm sure came from me and Lisa. But one of them said, I'll be there at 2 a.m. And I was like, well, I won't be awake.
And you better bring your own turkey because it's not going to be big by then.
Exactly. And I bought, for whatever reason, I mean, it wasn't just me. We both did it. But we knew when we picked it up how heavy it was. So it's like almost 24 pounds, this turkey. So I'm going to have to put it in the oven pretty soon to eat it at 2, which is essentially when they're coming. But yeah, but it's going to be great. And the baby started eating with a spoon this week. After I left you guys the other night, I got a Snapchat and she started eating with her. And not that we weren't spoon feeding her, but she's learned. And she was so happy. She was Snapchatting us and she was just like, so we can't wait to see her eat her own food today.
I love that. That is amazing. All the little milestones with babies are amazing.
That's right. That's right.
It goes by too quickly, in my
It
opinion.
does.
Too
It
quickly.
does.
How about you, Lee? What's on your agenda for today?
I have a whole bunch of crap here. I have a 2-page brain dump that I did. And then I realized I don't like the planner that I got for 2026 that I've already filled out. So I got another one last night and I've got to read that. So that's just getting all of that together, figuring out this list, which is like November, the rest of the year, some plans for 2026, and just figuring out where I want to put it all.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. How about you, Jen?
I've got some house cleaning to do. I won't even list all the things I need to get done. It's a lot. And I have to decide, like, I finished the audiobook Spread Me by Sarah Gailey, 5 stars. Liked it a lot.
Wow.
So I started listening to an audiobook that's not really my usual taste. It's called Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake. I think I'm saying her name right, but it's
Girl
like another
Dinner?
a booktuber I follow really, really enjoyed it. So I was like, well, I'm gonna give it a chance. And I don't know, I'm a few chapters in and I'm not feeling it. So I might give it like one more chapter and then have to pick a different audiobook because if I gotta clean, I want to listen to something I really want to listen to. Otherwise, I am not gonna clean. So I got to decide.
Yeah, maybe you could get something where it's really like high energy. Then you like get through the cleaning really, really fast.
Yes. That would be great.
Well, I was in the middle of doing a task for the Artist's Way, so I'm going to finish that first. I do need to plan my upcoming week. All I did was put the dates down on my little thing that I use, and I do need to make a to-do list for today. So I think I'll do that, and if I have time after that, then I'll work on my morning pages for today. But that is what I have on my agenda. Alicia was saying that Hermie's hat is adorable, that she loves the colors. And Alicia said, my intentions for Power Hours to regroup and figure out what I need to do or want to do this weekend. I need to make a cleaning plan to get ready for next week. Yes, I feel you on that. My husband's on vacation, so I need to make sure have our ducks in a row for having people come over too. I mean, it's just going to be my dad, but I think we're going to have some other guests coming possibly. So I'm like, you know what? We really need to get our ducks in a row and be ready for this. We've been having to do it. It's just one of those things to actually, don't they say that if you want your house to be clean and organized, throw a party?
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
And it's true.
So that's one of the things. Hermie said, my intentions for Power Hour to get my Christmas list all organized and see what I still need to make or buy and plan when posting the ones I need to post. If there's time, I will start making gifts. Sounds great. I like that. Livy said, I'm going to finish my December spreads in my bullet journal.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm so jealous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hermie said, thanks, Alicia. I spend a lot of time wearing it currently. It's so warm. I do want to make it again, though, with a different yarn to practice more. And something to know, Hermie's new to crocheting. So the fact that her little bucket hat came out so cute, I'm like impressed. I'm like, I have never crocheted, but I just don't envision myself being too good at it. It's the whatever you have to do with the manipulation with the hands. I could just imagine. So I don't know. Anybody that can do it, I'm like in total awe of y'all for being able to do that. Jellicle said, I am going to read until I finish my coffee, then meal plan and make a grocery list. Sounds wonderful. Okay, so with that, we are going to go ahead and get our little kitty cat up for Power Hour. Let's get that to share. Let's start it. Happy Power Hour, everyone. Get stuff done.
Right.
Hello and welcome back. I hope everyone did well during that power hour that flew. It felt like a power 10 minutes. Okay, so how did you do, Liz?
Pretty good. I realized that, February Liz did not keep really good notes. So it took a little while to go through things, but I think I have my nonfiction books so far. So that's good.
How many?
I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 right now. I think probably there will be a 5th, but for sure I have 4.
Excellent. Very nice. How about you, Laurie? I know you got your bird in. You're muted.
I'm like so discombobulated today. I got my bird in the oven, yes, and I got I realized that I should have made that pumpkin pie last night because they're 2 different settings for the oven. So we're gonna figure that out later. And I started 1 load of dishes in the dishwasher, so I will be able to put another load in later. And I just cleaned up a little bit, and then I came in here and played games on my phone. Just to detox from all the
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
yeah.
How about you, Lee?
I agree. It did go by very, very fast,
Mhm.
but I feel I did get a lot done.
Very good. Very, very good. Gold star to everyone, because I'm sure Jen's going to have a lot done also.
Huh.
I did well. I did clean the floors, washed some dishes. Tim unloaded the dishwasher, so while he did that, I went and folded some laundry and laid out the laundry that needs to be hung up. And then I'll hang that up in a little while. I decided to DNF girl dinner because I just didn't care. It wasn't working for me. So I started the audiobook for Itch by Gemma Amore. And Gemma Amore is one of my favorite writers. So imagine also my delight. She is reading the audiobook and I could listen to her talk forever. So now I'm like, oh yeah, this is the vibe.
Yeah, I've only read 1 book by Gemma Amore, and that was Dear Laura. And I really liked it. I really liked it. For a short book, it really made an impact. I don't know. I have another book by her. I think it's called 6 Rooms.
That's been my least favorite of hers so
Okay.
far. I loved White Pines and The Once Yellow House, and definitely, I would say The Folly and Full Immersion are my favorites so far.
Yeah, I'll have to look up more stuff by her, but I have the 6 Rooms. Kelsey had given me both of those books. She passed them along to me. So anyway, like I said, I really did like Dear Laura. As for myself, I finished the task that I was working on for the Artist's Way, and then I did my planning and my to-do list, so got all of that done. Barry is on vacation next week, so my intentions, of course, are going to be around that because I have no idea if he's going to be working on projects by himself or not. So who knows what's going to happen with him being on vacation. So I know he's working around the house. So that's going to be one of the things that I have to figure out. How much time am I going to have to invest in his projects? So Jamie said, good morning, ladies. I've started my new schedule and I'm getting ready for work, but wanted to pop in and hit the like button. Have a great week, everyone. Good to see you, Jamie. You're probably already at work. Molly popped in also. I had a busy day yesterday, went out again. So my power 6 minutes remaining are dedicated to resting. Very good. Molly has been doing a lot and getting out there. She deserves a lot of gold stars. Shannon also stopped in to say hi, made friends with the like button before she headed out for the weekend with her oldest son. Her oldest son is in town, so I know that she'll be spending time with him. And then Denise also popped in. Good morning. I didn't get up in time for the chat. I unloaded the dishwasher and did some tidying while my coffee brewed, drinking my coffee now. Nice. And good morning, Susan. How are you? Good morning, all. Hope you're doing well, Susan. And Alicia said, I got coffee and a stuffed hash brown. I think the concept of a stuffed hash brown is interesting.
Yeah, every time she mentions that, I want to find
into the
one.
hash brown.
Yeah.
Say it again, Laurie.
I said every time I hear her talk about that, I want to go out and find one and try it.
It's how they make it stuffed is, like, do they do like a thin hash brown patty, put stuff in it, and then put another thin, and then kind of mold it?
I don't know.
I guess in my brain, I'm thinking of like a hash brown from like McDonald's. So,
Okay,
they're not
see,
super
by Jimmy Dean, she says. Yes, it's like we can get it in the Walmart, I guess, or the yeah.
Does she say?
They're
Yeah,
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean, yeah.
Okay. She said the stuffed hash brown is made by Jimmy Dean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up and see. I like the idea of it. So I think that would be something.
Yeah, it
yummy.
sounds like it could be good. Is Jimmy Dean alive? This is a weird event, but I'm like, he's been around forever.
I don't know. He seemed kind of old when I was young.
Right.
And like I'm old now. So, I mean, I would think he might have to be 100.
That's a legacy for sure.
He has passed away.
Oh, he has passed away. Thank you, Lee. Because, I mean, we would all be thinking about it for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Susan says, drinking coffee and waiting for the nurse, watching the series The American Revolution on PBS. It's quite good. Nice.
Good.
And then Denise didn't get anything done on last week's intention. Not a very productive week, but did get at least 3 miles of walking every day except Sunday. Well, that's a gold star in and of itself.
Yeah.
Denise said, well done. That's impressive to Denise. I agree. And I finished my December spreads. Wonderful. Yes, I'm very proud of myself. I did my 2 days of strength training. I felt like I broke my boob on one day because Bailey wanted to exercise with me, and she literally laid on me. And I'm trying to get up, and I had the weight in my hand. And when I turned, I felt something. I was like, oh, that didn't feel too good. And it was like in my boob area. So I don't know. Can you strain your boob? I don't know.
No.
So the second day of strength training, I did it in my bedroom. I was like, I cannot. You know how they do goat yoga and puppy yoga and all that? I would not recommend doing any kind of strength training with your dogs, especially if you have ones like mine. Libby said, I finished my December spreads. And hello, Bowery Boy. I don't know if you've been here before. If you have, they have changed people's names. Like they're using their YouTube ID. It's weird. We discovered that last night. And so like people's names are not the same. So I apologize. Finished my book, Home for the Howell Days by Diane Curtis Reagan, about 2 kids who return home for Christmas break to discover their entire family has turned into classic monsters. That actually sounds fun.
It does.
A lot of fun. And it's middle grade, vintage, and charming. The author wrote 3 other monster holiday mashups for kids in the early 90s. So I may have to check that out because, first of all, I love middle grade and the whole classic monsters thing.
Yeah. I wrote it down to go look at it and add it.
Yeah. It might be something I could do for next year, not this year, but I'm trying not to read anything new, like anything that's not on my end of year to-do list for reading.
And it's short. It's only 115 pages. So
Awesome. That's awesome. I love that. Thank you for letting us know what you're reading. And Denise said, join the Conqueror Challenge on Tuesday. I'm going for the Thanksgiving medal. Glad you said that because this upcoming week is Black Friday, and I need to check the Black Friday sales. I need to put that on my list to do. Because I think I'm going to try to do one at least.
Nice.
Fun.
And it's going to be all because I'm being influenced by Liz and Liz. You're doing great with the Artist Way, Kat. The morning pages stall me every time I start. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. We lost another person in our group that threw the towel in. And when I post the check-in today, Julia Cameron, at least she mentioned it in my journal book. There's always like a little journal page before, like she writes a little couple of paragraphs. And she said week 8 is when rebellion sets in and people either quit or they decide they don't want to do anything with it. So, I mean, I had a feeling that we would have some people drop off or whatever doing it, but it's intense. It's more intense than I thought it was going to be, I guess. So I have never DNF'd anything, so I will complete it, even if I don't like it.
In your whole reading life, you've never DNF'd anything?
I have never DNF'd a book. Never.
No?
I have what people would classify as a soft DNF. Like y'all have heard me talk about my people that are still stuck in the snow and dead. I can't even remember what the name of it.
Right.
Dead Voices in the Snow or something like that. But anyway, it's a Darcy Coates book. And I also have to get back to A Deadly Education. Those are 2 books that have just been stuck. The characters are stuck. Now, A Deadly Education, I'll have to reread from the beginning. There has nothing really happened in Darcy Coates. They're stuck in the snow. They've been in the snow. So I can pick up exactly where I left off. I started it in January. Yeah, I just feel compelled to do it. It's just a weird thing for myself. I feel like sometimes I have read books that the last 50 pages or so turned out to be great. And I'm like, well, if I would have DNF'd it, I wouldn't have gotten some satisfaction in the end. And I've had books that started off great and ended up being funky at the end. So I don't know.
That's pretty admirable, though, I have to say. I don't think there's anything wrong with the way
I'm just weird about it. And I know people say life is too short. You shouldn't be reading books you don't want to. Gretchen Rubin says it all the time. Everybody I know, they're like, oh, you just DNF it, get rid of it, throw it, whatever. I don't.
You got to do you.
Yeah.
I know. I know. I mean, maybe at some point I will, but at this point, I keep thinking the Artist Way is going to reveal something to me. So that's why I'm continuing with it. I just keep thinking, and it may be doing stuff for me and I just don't realize it. I may not realize it until after the fact. So that's just to say with that. Alicia said I had the Meat Lovers version.
Oh my goodness.
And chicken, sausage, bacon, potatoes, and 2 flavors of cheese. Wow.
So delicious. So good.
I want to tell y'all that when we were traveling for Buc-ee's, I was trying very hard not to eat anything with bread. And we stopped at Buc-ee's for lunch one day. And then we stopped at Buc-ee's for breakfast coming back home from Atlanta. And they had a breakfast bowl. And the breakfast bowl kind of sounded like your thing, Alicia. I don't know if it had pork and chicken, but there was some kind of a sausage. There was eggs and just like some kind of veggies or whatever. They had some cheese in it, which, I mean, it is what it is. But it was pretty tasty. And then I got their little tots. They call their tots something, but it's really tater tots. I can't remember what they call them. There's some kind of name they call them. But so I guess I could have put my tots in it, and then it could have been like your stuffed hash brown thing. And I don't do middle grade too often, but I fell in love with the cover art, which everyone should check out for a nostalgic, warm, heartwarming hug. Wonderful. That might be a good thing for Old School April. Even though it is holiday related, it might be a good Old School April thing. I like nostalgia. Molly said you can strain the muscles in the chest, and I feel it in your breast, and feel it in your breast.
Wow.
It's like on the side. I mean, I say that it's probably the muscle that's right there that I'm feeling. But Bailey was so funny because she was just like, "What are you doing, Mom? Are we getting on the floor to play?" I mean, literally just drapes her whole body on me. And I'm like, "I cannot lift my weights if you're in here doing this." I felt bad. And I was like, "I can't cuddle with you right now." Molly said I had a pain in my breast that was from inflammation between the ribs. Oh, wow. That sounds uncomfortable. And yeah, I usually pop up as Justin Roebuck Lafleur. Been here and on Kelsey's chat a few times. Well, that's part of the issue then. It's because they're not showing your name. And we noticed that yesterday. One of Alex's friends, Angel, came up with a handle, and Alex is like, "I don't know who you are, but I'm so glad you're here. And maybe you're somebody I know, but this handle I've never seen before." So welcome, Justin. I'm glad that you came back. We appreciate you being here. And yes, you're very welcome. Hope y'all like it. And Hermie said, "I nearly missed the chat. I did not even get halfway through the Christmas list. Why are families so annoying when it comes to wish lists?" I know you think you're doing a good thing with wish lists because, you've got some options, but I find sometimes family members will put only like one or two things, and it's not always the easiest thing to find. You're like, really? Really? I mean, how am I supposed to?
For years, my family did not want to get me a gift card because it's impersonal. And I would just always be like, a gift card to a bookstore. So finally I said, okay, here's a list of books I want, figuring that would make it easy for them. They're like, "You expect me to go to the store and get these for you?" I'm like, "Give me the gift card. Just give me the gift card."
Exactly.
It's a gift I can use all year. Please, just give me the gift card.
I know. So it's like you can't win.
No, you can't.
You've never DNF'd anything impressive. Yes, it is true.
Yeah.
But in all fairness to myself, I generally feel like I'm kind of picky about the books I read. The books that I've been close to wanting to do are books that I've either had to read with someone else for like a project. And I feel like I can't DNF it because how can I do the project if I didn't read the book? I mean, that would be a really dumb conversation to have with somebody. And I'm not talking like a buddy read that's private buddy read. You know what I'm saying? If it was something I was struggling with that would be different. But if I'm about to do something live in a collaboration with somebody, I just feel like, how can I have a conversation? That would be a really boring conversation, one-sided. You read it, I didn't. Why? Because I didn't really like it. This way I can read it and tell you exactly why I didn't like it. I can give specific, examples. Bonus question, why is jewelry so weird to size? This is why I'm learning to crochet and knit. Everyone will have scarves and jumpers next year and be happy about it.
Well.
Yes. And for anyone that doesn't know, if I'm correct, jumpers does not mean like what we think in America it means.
Correct.
It means a sweater. So just to let everyone know, because Hermie lives across the pond, I guess I'm earning my Grinchness today. Hey, everybody has a right to be a little Grinchy. And Jamie says it is intense, Kat, because Jamie's doing it with us. I've been doing the morning pages, some of the tasks and artist dates, but haven't been adding updates to Discord. I'm definitely not doing everything. It's a lot. Oh, yeah. I think she even said to set aside like 7 to 9 hours. I think I read that somewhere, 7 to 9 hours for the Artist Way per week. But it depends on how long it takes you to do morning pages and unpack. It also depends on how, like, some of the tasks. Like, I totally skipped one of the tasks this week because they wanted you to list like your dreams, and then they wanted you to go through all these steps per dream. And I'm like, I'm not doing that because I have a list of 100 dreams, and I'm like, I cannot imagine devoting all that time to that. So I'm like, that's something I think I could do another day or whatever in the future. But I'm just like, I can't do that this week. That would take hours.
Yeah, that's why I did it over a 12-month period. We did one a month. Well, it wasn't 12 full months, but that's why I spread it out for people because it is too much. There's no
That
way.
actually would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted to do a whole entire year with it and take a month for each week, that to me would have been a little bit more doable because, you could really kind of schedule out how you wanted stuff, to be done.
Yeah.
Like I try to schedule which days I'm going to do what stuff, but it's a lot. Like Jamie says, it's intense. It really is intense. Alicia said, I believe you can go back into your settings and change it back to the other way before you change it to the usernames.
Oh.
Really? But I mean, it's just weird to me why, like, your name stays the way it is. I don't know why it's stayed the same, but yet other people's names are just different. Like, for example, like you see how Denise's name is? I don't believe Denise ever had numbers behind her name prior. Same with Jamie. Jamie never had numbers behind it. So I don't know. It's interesting. Denise said, I love a Barnes & Noble gift card. I like any kind of gift card. Yeah, I don't have 7 to 8 hours a week to devote to it. I do think it's been helpful, though. I mean, I'm glad you said that because at least it makes me feel like, somebody got something out of it. And then Alicia said, me too. I love some Barnes & Noble gift cards. So yeah, anybody thinking of doing the artist way, you really, really, really need to investigate it before you decide you're going to do it. That would be my thing. Oh. And then Alicia said, my name stays the same because that is my username and channel name. Ah, very nice. Well, that is good to know. Okay, so what are we going to do for the upcoming week? What are your plans, Liz?
Oh, it's going to be a good week. I'm excited for this week. I have to finish my printables for 2026 because I'm very visually oriented and my free trial is coming to an end. So got to do that. I'm doing a tea and scones thing with the Macy's Day Parade. It's like a little open house kind of thing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to shop a lot online because I want to buy all my household products as well as my books and all the holiday gifts. So that will be done this week and decorate. So
are you going to do that on Friday for Black Friday specifically for sales?
I think because I was looking at my list and I think some stuff will be Black Friday, but I think the bulk of it is going to be Cyber Monday is my guess.
Okay.
But I'm going to like kind of keep an eye out like the whole weekend and see what prices. But I try to get like everything I need for the household during that span of time so that it's bought and I don't have to worry about it.
Now, are you off for the entire week? Is your school shut down for the week?
No, I go in Monday and Tuesday. So
okay, well, at least you got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's nice. And then Saturday, Sunday. Very good. Yeah. Okay, Laurie, how about you?
I'm going to cook turkey dinner number 2 this coming up week, but it's just the 3 of us, so it'll be a lot less intense. I'm going to walk some more, even though I hurt my eye. I'm gonna, wear sunglasses this time. I'm going to start decorating as well. I'm going to start, I started a little bit of it, but I'm going to work on my Mardi Gras readathon prep and planning ahead for that, which will mean I'm going to be emailing you, see what we want to do as a group read and such. And I really need to finish one of the 2 books that I'm reading. I thought I would finish one this week, and I'm still reading much more slowly, and they're both very beautiful, and I'm just trying to savor them a little bit than I would have. So
very nice. Well, talking about the Mardi Gras readathon and group reads, I'm going to post in my Discord, and I'll post in your Discord too, Laurie, if you want.
Yeah.
Tiffany at the Beach, is it Beach Bum Bookworm?
Bookworm, okay. I think, yes.
She is having a live chat and interviewing Ellen Byron, who was our group read.
I put it on my calendar. Yes, I think
so it's going to be 7 p.m. Central Time on Tiffany's channel on Tuesday coming up, which is the 25th. So I will post that in my Discord. If you want, I'll post the link in yours as well.
would be great. Or
just because anyone who read the group read might be interested in the interview.
Yeah, I am.
I enjoyed it. I remember us having a good time with it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that was a good
so
one.
I thought that might be nice. I put it on my calendar, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to attend and watch that one as well. So how about you, Lee?
I'm just trying to stick to the plan, because as I'm taking things off my list and putting them into like make official plans, I just want to stick to that. But my main goal is to finish my Conquer LA race. That's what I want to get done.
Very nice. Very nice. So, Laurie, are you off all next week, or do you have to work a couple of days at the
No,
front?
I do have to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but I only have one thing on Wednesday and a couple of things each day. So I think people are kind of backing off. And so, no, but my daughter's off school the whole week, as are my grandchildren. So apparently Mississippi and Louisiana are very forgiving about Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. When I taught school, we were always off the whole week. Now colleges were not.
No.
They always had to go to school Monday and Tuesday, and maybe even half day Wednesday. But we always had the whole week off, which I was grateful, because what ends up happening, especially in elementary school, you've got so many people that go out of town. They're going to Disney World. They're going wherever.
Yeah.
And so you have a very low attendance. You can't start anything or do anything. So you're babysitting the few that you have. So
that's probably why I don't have as many people on my calendar this week too, because they're taking time off. So, and I'm good with that.
And it was the same thing. Mardi Gras was the same way. We used to go, I taught at a Catholic school. We used to be off Monday and Tuesday. We had to be back on Wednesday, depending on who the superintendent was.
Yeah.
If it was a nun, you were back on Wednesday for Ash Wednesday. If it was a lay person, it was like whatever. But it got to be kind of hectic for that too, because people go out of town for that. I know the year we went to Universal, we went during Mardi Gras week. And so finally they changed it, because we also had to coordinate bus and transportation with public school. And if they were off the entire week, it made it difficult. So anyway, we started getting that off. And I was like, that's great, because it's the same thing. It's like you're going to have a skeleton crew of kids and you're basically babysitting. And of course they think it's like, school gone wild, that you don't have to behave or anything. And it's like, that is not going to happen.
That's true.
So Lee, are you off the whole week, or?
No, I'm only off on Thursday. That's it. Just
Thursday for you. And Jen, what are your plans for this week?
Ren will be home all week for Thanksgiving. She also gets, since we're near Mobile, Alabama, like in Mobile County, she gets that whole week of Mardi Gras off too. But she's off all this week, so I won't be teaching any live classes. I will have to check in with my self-paced students. And then Tuesday, I actually have to go to where I grew up, which is about a 45-minute drive from where I am. My best friend from childhood, we've been friends since we were 5, and now we're 50. So that's 45-year friendship. Her father passed away yesterday. And his visitation and funeral are Tuesday. So I'll be going to that. And then Thursday morning, Tim and Rena and I are getting up early and driving 3.5 hours to where my dad lives. And we're all, along with my mom's younger sisters and her younger brother, and my sister and her kids, my kids. We're going to have lunch, Thanksgiving lunch at Lake Tiacata, which is a restaurant and hotel there. It's really pretty. So they do a Thanksgiving lunch. So instead of us all trying to bring stuff over there, or my dad worrying about stuff, we're going to have lunch there and then go back to his house and visit. And then we're going to go visit my mom at the nursing home too. So Tim and Ren and I'll be spending the night there Thursday night and then coming home Black Friday. So it's a busy week in some ways for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, the focus is family, and that's good. And I'm glad that you have the flexibility to be able to put all that family time in there, especially with your dad and your mom and the circumstances with that. My intentions this week, I'm not going to be hardcore, because as I mentioned, my husband's off. So I have no idea what his plans are. I put help Barry with projects if needed. Of course, he's going to want to spend time, which I need to spend time with my husband. But so we'll probably Stranger Things is coming out again, the last season this week. So I'm sure we will be watching, that because we have been excited about it coming back on. I will be doing The Artist's Way, week 9. And then I need to film my bookworm announcement video. We are having a season 3. Alex and I decided we were back and forth about it, but we've picked 6 books. We're very pleased about it. Lots of genres. And we're kicking off with a book that I think is going to be interesting. So we'll see. We'll see how people are, if anyone's excited about what we're reading for this year. But I do need to film that this week if possible. We'll see how quiet the house is. That's the issue.
Yeah.
How's going to be. But yeah, that's where I'm going to be at for this week. Just kind of low key, because we're going to have my dad's going to come on Wednesday and spend Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. His birthday also happens to fall on Thanksgiving this year.
Oh, wow.
So it'll be a birthday celebration. It'll be my dad, me, Barry, and my son, Barry. Barry Sr. will be cooking, of course. And then Andrew and Megan will come later because they'll be going to her grandparents' house they were invited to go over there. But I think they're coming later so that they can see my dad, for his birthday and have cake or whatever. We have to clarify what he wants for his dessert. But yeah, that's my week. That is what I'll be doing this week.
A great week. We have the grandkids on Black Friday usually, so which is fine, and they spend the night. But they're older, and my grandson lost his first tooth this week, and he has a picture of himself with a $10 bill. The inflation
Oh, wow.
is incredible.
Wow.
So then he said, and he sent me a video, Snapchat, and said, "Grandmama and Lala, I'm thinking the Tooth Fairy might have left money at your house for me too." And I replied and said, No, the Tooth Fairy does not go to all the houses of people.
That is hilarious.
He really thought
he's a smart kid.
So Alicia said, apparently we are going to a military armory show.
Oh,
that's interesting. And Hermie said, I agree on the gift card thing. I enjoy gift cards, and it feels like the gift lasts a bit longer in a way because you can save it for doing a book haul or cheer yourself up on a hard day.
Exactly.
That is true.
Yeah.
And Alicia said, my intentions for the weekend: make a list of things to be done before Thanksgiving, wrap some gifts if possible, and read lots of reading. Yes, I have to continue my buddy read with the drawing of the 3. I got to get caught up. Denise said, my intention will be the same as last week: organize my craft supplies. Hopefully I'll get it done this time. You will. And Hermie said, my plans this week is to have foot surgery on Monday. Ooh. And then because I'll be recovering, use the time to make the rest of the gifts and read, plus a couple of Hermieville things. Ooh. I love that, Hermieville things, like Whoville. Mm-hmm. And yay, Mardi Gras readathon. I know, woot woot. Angelical said, my intention this weekend is to do a photo shoot with the cats for our holiday cards. I love that. Love that. And prayers that surgery and recovery go well for Hermie. Yes. Sending all the positive vibes for that. And then thanks, Denise. Hope your week goes well too. And Alicia said, I just have to read 2 books to get to 52 for the year, but I would like to get to 60. Very nice. I mean, you still have plenty of time.
Yep.
I mean, you have the rest of November, plus you have all of December. So, I mean, I know there's some holidays in there, but you can read. You'll be able to. I think you can do it. It's better than your goal of trying to do, what was it, 44 or 42 books?
Yeah, that was a lot.
That's a short amount of time. That was a lot. Okay, so that is our Saturday morning momentum. So episode 34 is in the books. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week ahead. Post what y'all are doing in Discord. Let us know everybody's intentions are, especially if you're watching this on replay. We would love to know. And yeah, what was I thinking? Jamie says, have a great week, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. Yes, to y'all as well. I will be hosting What's Up Wednesday sprints on Wednesday if anybody's looking for sprints. So otherwise, happy Thanksgiving for everyone who celebrates, and good luck with everything that you are doing or having happen in your life. And thanks. Have a great weekend from Denise. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody.